students. How are you all? Hope you all are fine and healthy at your home. Students, welcome back in your mathematics class. This is class 9th, chapter 8, chapter name quadrilateral, and today is lecture 3. In previous two lectures, we discussed about all the definitions of quadrilateral and theorem 8.1 to theorem 8.8. In today's lecture, we will go with the application of those theorems in exercise 8.1. Today, we will discuss questions of exercise 8.1. So students, now we will start our lecture with the first question of exercise 8.1. First question of exercise 8.1 is, the angles of a quadrilateral are in the ratio 3:5, ratio 9, ratio 13. Find all the angles of a quadrilateral. So students, in this question, all four ratios are given for all four angles in a quadrilateral. So what is given? Ratio of angles are given. We will write ratio of angles here. To prove, we have to find all the angles, the measurement of all angles. So we will start our proof with angle sum property of a quadrilateral. You remember what is the angle sum property of a quadrilateral? Angle sum property of a quadrilateral said that angle A plus B plus C plus D is equal to 360 degree. It means sum of all four angles are equal to 360 degree. So it is angle sum property of a quadrilateral. So students, first of all four angle ratio is given. We know that all angles, sum of all angles are 360 degree. We have to convert these ratio into the values. So we have segregated. Angle A is equal to 3x. First ratio is 3. So let angle A is 3x. Angle B is 5x. Angle C is 9x. And angle D is 13x. So now we have the value of all four angles. We will put these values in this relation. So students, this is your relation. 3x plus 5x plus 9x plus 13x is equals to 360 degree. Then 30x is equals to 360 degree. 30 is present here in multiplication. When we will shift to the another side of equal, it will present in division. So x is equal to 12 degree. Now we will put the value of x in all the angles value and find the actual measurement of the angles. So students, angle A is equals to 3x. We will put the value of x, which is 12 degree. Now angle A is 36 degree. Angle B is 5x. We will put the value, and now angle B is 60 degree. Angle C is equal to 9x. 9 into 12 degree, which is 108 degree. Angle D is equals to 13x. We will put the value. Now angle D is 156 degree. So student, now we got our answer. Question is finished now. But if we want to cross check that these values are correct or not, then how we will check? First of all, we will check our values like this. We know it very well. Sum of all four angles are 360 degree. So we will put all the values in all the angles and then add them. If 360 degrees is equal to 360 degree, it means all the values are correct. So student, this is your first question. Now question number second. Students, these questions are very easy question because in this chapter we will use all the properties of chapter number 7, triangles. So remember about all the congruence rule, remember about all the theorems of chapter number 7. So students, question number second of exercise 8.2 is, if the diagonals of a parallelogram are equal, then show that it is a rectangle. What he said, if the diagonals of a parallelogram are equal, then show that it is a rectangle. It means it is given that ABCD is a parallelogram. So what is given? ABCD is a parallelogram, and diagonals of a parallelogram are equal. It is also given. So AC is equal to BD. We have to prove that ABCD is a rectangle. We have to prove that ABCD is a rectangle. So you have to write like this: what is given, what is to prove. So now we will start our proof. For proving a parallelogram into a rectangle, we have to prove that angles are 90 degree, because we know that opposite angles are equal in parallelogram and adjacent angles are supplementary. So we have to prove that any one angle is 90 degree, then automatically rest of the angles are converted into 90 degree. So students, we have to try to convert one angle is 90 degree for rectangle. First of all, I will took triangle ABC and triangle BDA, ABC and BDA. Now try to congruent these two triangles. First, AB is equal to AB common and AD is equal to BC. Why they both are equal to each other? Opposite sides of a parallelogram. We know that opposite sides of a parallelogram are equal and parallel to each other, but it is already given that ABCD is a parallelogram. So we will use all the properties of parallelogram. So AD is equal to BC, opposite sides of parallelogram. Now BD is equal to AC. BD is equal to AC. It is already given that diagonals of a parallelogram are not equal. We know it very well, but it is given that in this question diagonals are equal given. So by SSS congruence rule, we have both the triangles are congruent. We have both the triangles are congruent. By SS rule, we have both the triangles are congruent. By CPCT, can I take angle A and angle B are equal to each other? Angle A and angle B. Angle A is present in triangle BDA and angle B is present in triangle ABC. So they both are equal to each other because ABCD is a parallelogram. AD parallel BC. AD parallel BC. We know it very well. Opposite sides are equal and parallel. So the co-interior angle AB plus angle A plus angle B is 180 degree. Yes, definitely. If these two sides are parallel, then AB is a transversal. Then A plus B is 180 degree because of co-interior angle. So students, if they both are sum of both these angles are 180 degree, but they both are equal to each other by CPCT. So we will replace one angle with the another. So double of angle A is 180. Angle A is equals to 180 divided by 2, which is also equal to angle B. It means angle A and angle B are equal to 90 degree. So student, this is your question number 2. Now question number 3 of exercise 8.1. Show that if diagonals of a quadrilateral bisect each other at right angles, then it is a rhombus. So student, try to understand what is given and what we have to prove. Now we will read the statement again. Show that if the diagonals of a quadrilateral bisect each other at right angle, then it is a rhombus. So he wants to say that if in a quadrilateral the diagonals are bisect each other at 90 degree, then it is a rhombus. It means what is given to us? ABCD is a quadrilateral, it is given to us, and the diagonals are bisect each other. It means AO is equals to OC and BO is equals to OD. It is also given, and they bisect each other at 90 degree. It means angle 1, 2, 3, 4 are equal to 90 degree. It is already given. So we have to prove that ABCD is a rhombus. We have to prove that ABCD is a rhombus. So student, now think for rhombus what we have to prove. Like in our previous question for rectangle, we proved that in parallelogram was there, and so we proved one angle is 90 degree. For rhombus, we have to prove that all sides are equal. All sides are equal. So student, try to solve your question. Let me help you. So question number 3, ABCD is a quadrilateral, diagonals are bisect each other at 90 degree. We have to prove that ABCD is a rhombus. We will take triangle AOB and triangle BOC. In these two triangles, first of all, we need 3 elements for the congruency. First, AO is equals to OC given. Second one, OB is equal to OB common. Third one, angle 3 is equal to angle 4, each 90 degree. You noted that we have to write reason in each and every step. So by SAS, and this angle is present in between two sides, AO, OB and then angle 3. So by SAS rule, we have both the triangles are congruent. So AB is equals to BC by CPCT. AB is equals to BC by CPCT, corresponding parts of congruent triangle. Similarly, we can prove that BC is equals to DC. If you want to learn from diagram, BC is equals to DC, DC is equals to AB and AB is equal to AD. AB is equal to AD. So by equation number 1, 2, 3 and 4, we have all four sides are equal to each other. Hence ABCD is a rhombus. So students, see, it is very easy, and we are using only congruency, which is related from 7th chapter. Now question number 4th. Question number 4 from exercise 8.1. Show that diagonals of a square are equal and bisect each other at right angle. So student, read it once more. Show that the diagonals of a square are equal and bisect each other at right angles. It means what is given? We have a square. What is given? ABCD is a square. What we have to prove? That first of all the diagonals are equal. Second, the diagonals are bisect each other at 90 degree. So what we have to prove? Diagonals are equal. AC is equal to BD, and bisect each other. AO is equals to OC and BO is equal to OD, and we have to prove that they bisect each other at 90 degree. It means angle 1, 2, 3, 4, they all are equal to 90 degree. We have to prove all these three things. So students, it is a long question. Pay attention and try to solve it. Students, first of all we have focus on one thing. First of all we have want to prove that diagonals are equal. So we will take two complete big triangles, triangle ABD, triangle ABD and triangle BD, ABC, triangle ABC and triangle ABD. In triangle ABC and BDA, first of all we need three elements now. BC and AD are equal to each other because we know that sides of all square, all sides of a square are equal to each other. In square, all four sides are equal to each other, and it is given to us that ABCD is a square. So BC is equals to AD. AB is equal to AB, common. Angle A is equals to angle B, each 90 degree, because we know it very well that all interior angles of a square is equal to 90 degree. So angle A is equals to angle B, each 90 degree. So that by SAS rule we have triangle ABC congruent to triangle BDA, congruent to triangle BDA. They both are congruent to each other. If this triangle and this triangle are congruent to each other, then definitely diagonal AC and BD are equal to each other by CP/CT. AC and BD are equal to each other by CP/CT. Now, second part we have to prove that they bisect each other. It means AO is equals to OC and BO is equals to OD. So students, now we will take small triangles, triangle AOD and triangle BOC, two vertically opposite triangles. First of all, we know it very well that AD and BC are parallel to each other because all squares are parallelogram also. They both are parallel to each other. So definitely, first of all, first thing, AD and BC are equal to each other, sides of square. Angle 5 and angle 6 are also equal to each other because of alternate interior angle. Angle 7 and angle 8 are also equal to each other because of alternate interior angle, because these two sides are parallel to each other. And AC and BD are as a transversal line. So students, by ASA rule we have both the triangles are congruent. If these two triangles are congruent, then definitely AO is equals to OC by CP/CT and BO is equals to OD by CP/CT. They both are equal to each other. So two parts are already proved. Now third part of the question. Now we will take triangle AOD and DOC. AOD and DOC. AOD and DOC in these two triangle. In these two triangle, first of all we know it very well that DO is common. AO and OC already proved, and AD and DC are also equal to each other because of sides of square. So students, DO is equals to DO common, AO is equals to OC proved above, AD is equal to DC, sides of square. So students, so that by SSS rule we have triangle AOD is congruent to triangle DOC. By the congruency we can say that angle 2 and angle 1, angle 2 and angle 1 are equal to each other by CP/CT. If angle 2 and angle 1 are equal to each other, see, angle 2 and angle 1 are present on a straight line AC. They are showing a pair, linear pair. So the sum of these two angles are 180 degree. We have to find the individual value. So students, Angle 2 and angle 1 are equal to each other by CPCT. Angle 2 plus angle 1, which is also equal to 180 degree. Because of linear pair, we will replace any one angle, any one. Choice is yours. Angle 2 plus angle 2, 180 degree. Double of angle 2 is also 180 degree. Double of angle 2, because when we will shift this 2 to the other side, then angle 2 is 90 degree, which is also equal to angle 1. Now angle 1 and angle 2 are 90 degree. So student, we have to find all four angles. Let me check it from your diagram. Angle 1 90 degree, angle 2 90 degree. Angle 1 is vertically opposite to angle 3 and angle 2 is also vertically opposite to angle 4. So they all four angles are equal to 90 degree. So all 3 points are proved in this question. So student, this is your question number 4th. Now students, question number 5th. Question number 5th is, show that if the diagonals of a quadrilateral are equal and bisect each other at 90 degree, then it is a square. Read again. Show that if the diagonals of a quadrilateral are equal and bisect each other at right angles, then it is a square. So students, we have given all those property which we proved in last question, and in last question square is given, and in this question we have to prove it is a square. It means for question number 5th is totally converse of the question number 4th. So students, in this question it is given that ABCD is a quadrilateral in which given diagonals are equal, they bisect each other. It means AO is equals to OC, BO is equals to OD, and they bisect each other at 90 degree. It means angle 1, 2, 3, 4 all are equal to 90 degree. We have to prove that ABCD is a square. We have to prove that it is a square. For square, we have to prove that all sides are equal and all angles are 90 degree. In a previous question, previous question, we proved for rhombus, we proved only all sides are equal, but for square we have to prove that all sides and all angles also. So students, first of all we will take triangle AOB and triangle BOC. Triangle AOB and triangle BOC. Try to congruent these two triangles. First of all, AO is equals to OC given, OB is equals to OB common, angle 3 and angle 4 are each 90 degree. They both are equal to each other given, common, and 3 and 4 are each 90 degrees. So both the triangles are congruent. So that by SAS rule, we have both the triangles are congruent to each other. So students, now if they both are equal to each other, so AB is equal to BC. Why AB is equal to BC? Because of CPCT. Because of CPCT, corresponding parts of congruent triangle. Similarly, we can prove that BC is equal to DC, DC is equal to AD, and AD is equal to AB. From equation number 1, 2, 3 and 4, we have all sides are equal to each other. So students, one thing is proved now, so all sides are equal. Now our motive is to prove that all interior angles of this quadrilateral should be equal to 90 degree. For this, we will choose triangle ABC and BDA. Triangle ABC and BDA. In these two triangles, we try to congruent them. So students, AB is equals to AB common, AD is equal to BC proved above, AC is equal to BD given. So that by SAS rule, we have both the triangles are congruent and angle A is equal to angle B. Equation number 1. Why they both are equal to each other? CPCT, corresponding parts of congruent triangle. So students, similarly we can prove angle B and angle C are also equal, angle C and angle D are also equal, and angle D and angle A are also equal to each other. After adding equation number 1, from equation number 1, 2, 3, 4, it means all angles are equal to each other. We know it very well that sum of all four angles in a quadrilateral is equal to 360 degree by angle sum property of a quadrilateral. Now we can replace all four angles with any one angle because all four angles are equal to each other. So I replace them with angle A. So 4 of angle A is equals to 360 degree and angle A is equals to 90 degree. If all angles are equal, it means if angle A is 90 degree, it means angle B, C, D are also 90 degree. Hence ABCD is a square. ABCD is a square. So students, now next question, question number 6. Question number 6 is, Diagonal AC of a parallelogram ABCD bisect angle A. What is given? Diagonal AC of a parallelogram ABCD bisect angle A. It means ABCD is a parallelogram. It is given. AC bisect angle A. Bisect means convert into the two equal parts. It means AC convert this angle into two equal parts. It means angle 1 and angle 2 are equal to each other. We have to prove that. First part is it bisects angle C also, and ABCD is a rhombus. It means we have to prove that AC bisect angle C. It means angle 3 is equal to angle 4. We have to prove it. And ABCD is a square. It means all sides are equal to each other. We have to prove this. For proof, we will know that ABCD is a parallelogram. So, in triangle ABC and triangle DCA, in triangle ABC and DCA, in both triangle ABC and DCA, angle 1 and angle 2 are equal to each other because it is given. But ABCD is a parallelogram, so that if these two sides are parallel, then this is a transversal line. Angle 1 is equal to angle 4 and angle 2 is equal to angle 3 because of alternate interior angle. So students, 1 is equal to 2 given, angle 2 and angle 3 are equal to each other by alternate interior angles. Similarly, angle 4 and angle 1 are also equal to each other because of alternate interior angle. So equation number 1 and 2, from equation number 1 and 2, we have a result that if 1 and 2 are equal to each other, definitely if these two angles are equal to each other, so the remaining angles are also equal to each other. So angle 3 and angle 4 are also equal to each other. It means it proved our first part, that AC bisect angle C. AC bisects angle C. So students, now third part of the question, we have to prove that ABCD is a rhombus. First of all, we know that ABCD is a parallelogram. According to the theorem, the diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other. We know it very well that diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other. It means if parallelogram is given, we can use this theorem. So students, in triangle ABC, we know it very well in this parallelogram that angle 1 is equal to angle 2. It is given. We proved angle 2 is equal to angle 3 by alternate interior angle, and angle 1 is equal to angle 4. It is also by alternate interior angle, and angle 3 and 4 are also equal to each other. We proved it. So definitely from the equation this and this, if 1 is equal to 2, 2 is equal to 3 and 3 is equal to 4, then definitely 2 and 4, they both are equal to angle 3, they both are equal to each other also. So if 2 and 4 are equal to each other, so in this triangle, you remember a theorem from triangle chapter, if in a triangle base angles are equal, so the opposite sides of that triangle are also equal. So BC is equal to AB, opposite sides of equal angles are equal. Similarly, we can prove that all four sides are equal to each other. Hence ABCD is a rhombus. This is your question number 6. Now question number 7. Question number 7 is also very easy. It is also depend upon bisect concept. It is given that ABCD is a rhombus. It is given. Show that diagonal AC bisect angle A as well as angle C, and diagonal BD bisect angle B as well as angle D. We have to show it. So students, first of all, in this ABCD is a rhombus. It is given ABCD is a rhombus. So what are the properties of a rhombus? That all sides are equal, and the diagonals are bisect each other at 90 degree. So students, given ABCD is a rhombus, to prove is diagonal AC bisect angle A as well as angle C. Diagonal BD bisect angle B as well as angle D. So this is your proof. If ABCD is a rhombus, then all sides are equal to each other. We know it very well. Because all rhombus are parallelograms, then AB and CD are parallel to each other. AD and BC are also parallel to each other. It means opposite sides are parallel to each other and they are equal also. It means it is a parallelogram also. In triangle ADC, because all four sides are equal to each other, it means these two sides are equal to each other. If these two sides are equal to each other, then according to the chapter number 7's theorem, if in a triangle, if two sides are equal, then their opposite angles are also equal to each other. It means angle 1 and angle 2 are also equal to each other. Angle 1 and angle 2 are equal to each other. Angle opposite to equal sides of a triangle are equal. In this triangle, 1 and 2 are equal to each other. AD and BC are also parallel to each other, and AC is a transversal line. So angle 1 and angle 3 are equal to each other because of alternate interior angles. From equation number 1 and equation number 3, if angle 1 is equal to angle 2 and 1 is also equal to angle 3, then definitely from these two equations, angle 2 and 3 are also equal to each other. 2 and 3 are also equal to each other. If 2 and 3 are also equal to each other, since from this diagram AB and DC are also parallel, AC is also a transversal line, 2 and 3 are equal to each other, but 2 and 4 are also equal to each other because of alternate interior angle. 2, 4 are equal to each other because of alternate interior angle. From equation number 3 and from equation number 1 said angle 1 is equal to angle 2, and equation number 4 said that angle 2 is equal to angle 4, then definitely angle 1 and angle 4 are also equal to each other. It shows if angle 2 and angle 3 are equal to each other and 1 and 4 are equal to each other, so that AC bisect angle A as well as angle C, because angle 1 and 4 are present at angle A and 2 and 3 are present angle C. If they both pairs are equal to each other, then AC bisect angle A as well as angle C. Similarly, we can prove that BD bisect angle B as well as angle D. You can prove it. So students, with this question, today's lecture is finished now. Now it's your done your homework. Maths homework is, do questions of exercise 8.1 of chapter number 8 from NCERT along with all classwork questions also. Now homework solution of your previous lecture number 2. From lecture number 2, now today we will revise theorem 8.6 and 8.7. Theorem 8.6 was the diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other. I told you that it is a very important theorem. The diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other. It means it is given that ABCD is a parallelogram. We have to prove that they bisect each other. It means AO is equal to OC and BO is equals to OD. For that, we will choose triangle AOB and DOC. Now we need three elements for the congruency. AB is equal to DC, opposite sides of a parallelogram. Angle 1 and angle 2 are equal to each other, alternate interior angles. Angle 4 and angle 3 are also alternate interior angles. They are equal to each other. So that by ASA congruence rule, we have both the triangle AOB and triangle DOC are congruent to each other. By CPCT, we can say that AO is equals to OC, BO is equals to OD. So this is by CPCT. This is your theorem 8.6. Now your theorem 8.7. Theorem 8.7 is, if the diagonals of a quadrilateral bisect each other, then it is a parallelogram. So it means what we have, it is given that the diagonals are bisect each other of a quadrilateral. It means AO is equals to OC, BO is equals to OD. It is given. We have to prove that it is a parallelogram. So it is a converse of theorem 8.6. For proving a parallelogram, first of all, we choose two triangles AOB and COD. For congruency, now we need three elements. AO is equals to OC given, OB is equals to OD given, and angle 1 and angle 2 are equal to each other, vertically opposite angle. So that by SAS congruence rule, we have both the triangle AOB and triangle COD are congruent to each other. By CPCT, we can say that AB and DC are equal to each other by CPCT. If these two sides are equal to each other, and angle 3 and angle 4 are also equal to each other by CPCT. If angle 3 and angle 4 are equal, then definitely they are pair of alternate interior angle. If they are the pair of alternate interior angle, then definitely lines are parallel. Which lines are parallel? Hence, line AB and DC are parallel to each other, so that ABCD is a parallelogram. So theorem 8.6 and 8.7 are done. I explained again. So students, with this homework solution. Today's chapter is finished now. For more videos you have to like EdQuack channel and like and sharing all the videos. Students, you have to learn all the theorems and note down in your notebook also. It is compulsory to all the students. So students, have a nice day. Thank you very much.